How are you, ladies? It's a very busy day. I always just think if I switch it on and don't tell you, it's always easier. Now, I know you're both playing Anne, but what's your real name again?
Martha.
Martha?
Abbie.
Nice. Now, this is one of those sort of pieces of work. It was first published in 1947. It's had a huge impact on the world because, you know, of course that was a dreadful, dreadful time in history, but this is really about hope and about, you know, the fight for survival, but the kind of spirit that Anne seemed to find in these moments were actually quite beautiful. It wasn't that it was a depressing thing. I don't know whether you guys were familiar with this story before you got involved in this, or if you've read it and how you feel about it.
Well, I've never read it or anything, but like I knew the story, but I don't think I ever really realised like how much of a person she is in a way.
Right.
Like she's so hopeful and sort of, you know.
And I don't know, how did you feel when you first read it? When
we were first reading it, it was kind of like, yeah, she's really cheery, because at the start we kind of expected it to be quite a sad play.
Yeah.
But more the ending, because since the whole play is really happy, the ending just kind of hits you at the end.
Well, I know that Alan, and when he emailed me just to say that it was on, is I think that's what people kind of need to know, is that it is, you know, a very hopeful, you know, and it is, you know, at times it's quite, you know, I won't say fun, but there is that sense that this is about the joy of life and about the joy of a family, you know, pulling together. And so when it comes to the acting, is it something that you feel, I don't know if it's quite difficult to play because it's ultimately a sad story, or whether you find yourself you know, quite moved? I don't know if it's been a challenge as an actor trying to get into it.
Yeah, well, I think it's hard.
You can all go by. You're all right. You can walk by there. It's all good for the setting. We're holding up traffic there. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, because she is such a cheery person, but then you do have to find those parts where it is actually really sad. So it's like that difference.
Right.
It's quite hard. Yeah.
Would you? I don't know if because there's always a fear that generations will lose a sense of certain moments in history that were really, really, really big parts of history and need to be kind of remembered. And I don't know whether that's something you've looked into more because of this story. Because obviously there's a huge amount of stories around that time of the Holocaust. But I don't know if you felt the need. Well, I'll go and read some more, or I'll go and look at Schindler's List, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's really important that like things like this aren't forgotten, because like to know like that should never ever happen again, because it was so awful. So it's like kind of writing like plays about it and books about it. It's good so that people like will remember it.
Right. I do think that humor is, to me now, is the kind of counter to tragedy and to hardship that with the Irish, I think, and with the Jewish and with many parts of the world, when they've had a hard life, they find kind of relief in humor, and it's also a way of kind of countering all the heavy nonsense that goes on. So if you need a good joke, you can throw this in if you want on the night. You can not tell Alan because he wouldn't maybe approve, but you can say at some point, I wouldn't say the attic is my favourite room in the house, but it's definitely up there. So I just love that joke, so I thought I'd have to use it for you. But we'll have a look inside and just have a look at the actual, I'm going to just swing in and see how the production's going. But thank you so much, and good luck on the night. I know it's going to be a wonderful, beautiful place you have and everything. Well done.
Thank you.
I'll say hello to you too. Yeah.
I'm lucky. I've been healthy. In fact, I've been growing. So much, I can't even fit in my own shoes anymore. You let us think about it whenever he looks at me with his eyes. There's another change. Something's happening inside me.
I gotta say, the way you throw your voice is amazing. I really